Hi everyone, I'm Claudia from Kiber, a member of the support team, and today we're gonna see how to use the Kiber Web Platform. On the Kiber Web Platform, we have the streaming video of the active camera in the middle of the screen. As you can see, on the left we have the slots for the remote. You can connect a maximum of 11 remote users. Every remote user has a specific role. The first person who joined the meeting is the primary user. The primary user is the master of the session. He has the total control over all the functionalities. As you can see, on the primary user webcam, we have a P icon on the top corner. Below the primary user, we have two slots for the secondary users. The secondary users have access to the functionalities of the web platform with some limitations. Below the secondary users, we have the space for 8 guests. The guests are some sort of observers of the session, so they don't have any access to all the functionalities of the web platform. So they can communicate with the other participants through their microphone, but they don't have the possibility to use the mouse pointer on the screen, the functionalities of the web interface, and all the functions that we are gonna see later. The primary user and the two secondary users has the possibility to enable the webcam. So they have two icons on their user menu. As you can see, I can enable and enable the webcam and the microphone. So the primary user can also choose to mute the other users of the session because it's the master of the session. On the primary and secondary users, we can also see the quality of their connection. As you can see, we have this little square that now is green. That means that the connection is good. Then it could be yellow or red. So it's a feedback for you to know the quality of the connection of every user. Below the webcam, you can also see some values for the latency and jitter of the users. So another feedback for the quality of the connection of your users. On the top left, as you can see, we have a button that permits you to open a web chat where you can communicate with the other remote users, and you can also share some documentations. So for example, if one of the guests wants to share some documentation with the field operator, you can share the material through this chat, and then the primary or the secondary users can share the documentation with the field operator. This chat is not visible to the field worker, so you can use it to communicate without disturbing the field worker that is working on the field, or to communicate with the other remote users. So, talking about the functionalities that are available for the primary users, first, we have the possibility to use the mouse pointer. Even the secondary users have their own mouse pointer on the middle of the screen, so they can communicate in real time with the field operator. So, as you can see, while I move the mouse pointer, I can communicate to the field operator to point at something. On the right part of the web interface, you can see all the functionalities available for the primary user. So as you can see, we can go on full screen to focus on the streaming video of the web platform. Then we can do some screenshots. So if I click on the icon, the screenshot will be done, and then will remain still on the streaming part of the web platform. So right now, even the person who's wearing the helmet can see this screenshot inside the visor. So you can add some free annotations by holding the left button of your mouse. Otherwise, with the right click on the screenshot, you can open up a list of shapes you can add on the screenshot. So for example, an arrow, an ellipse, or something like that. If you want to add text, you can also do it by clicking on Add Text, then choosing where to put this text, and then by tapping something. You can then press the Enter button of your keyboard to confirm the text to add to the screenshot. If you want to reset the image, so you want to start adding new annotations from zero, you can do it by clicking on that button on the right button. So you can start from the beginning and add new annotations. When you have finished to add annotations, you can go back to the live streaming by clicking on the little preview on the bottom left. As you can see, in fact, we can still see what the field worker is seeing in front of his own eyes, because we have this little preview of his vision in real time. So while you are working on the screenshot, you can also see what the field worker is doing right now. By clicking on the little preview, we go back to the live streaming and the screenshot will remain in the gallery below. The gallery is temporary, so remember to download all the materials you have took during the session, because by closing the session, you will lose everything, because as a company, we chose to not save any data of our customers. So if you want to save something, you need to download it on your PC. As you can see, on the screenshot, we have 3 different icons. The X permits you to select the image and then delete it. Then the arrow permits you to download the screenshot on your PC, and the last icon, this little lens, permits you to call back the screenshot to the middle of the screen. So if you have to add something new or communicate something about the screenshot that you took before, you can do it by recall it on the middle of the screen. On the right part of the gallery, you have also some icons that permit you to upload an image from your PC, so you can work on a different image that you uploaded, like the screenshots. So you upload an image, you add some annotations, and then you can save it as a new file on the gallery. Otherwise, you can choose to download all the screenshots at the same time. So if you took a lot of screenshots, you can download them on your PC at the same time. Then you have this X that permits you to delete the selected screenshots. Then you have the possibility to select all the screenshots, to delete them, and you have also the possibility to maximize the gallery if you wish. Another functionality that is available for the primary users is the recording. If you tap on the record icon, you start recording the session. The video will record only the middle of the screen, so the streaming video from the active camera. You will not record the web platform, all the users, the icons for the active camera, the settings. You only record the middle of the screen. So you record the video and the audio, and you will have your logo on the bottom corner on the right. If you tap again on the same icon, you can stop recording and the video will be downloaded automatically on your PC. The last icon available for the screen action is the share screen icon. So you can tap on it, choose the quality for the sharing of your screen, and then choose the window you want to share. So as you can see right now, I'm sharing the screen, and if I want, I can open up a new website and share the screen with the field operator. So when you share your screen, you have no limitations for the kind of documentation you want to share. So you can open up a video, a website, a PDF, or some file with different extensions. You have no limitations. Below the icons for the screen actions, you have also this slider that permits you to do a zoom on and zoom out. The primary user has also the possibility to choose the quality for the streaming, because he has this blue bar that permits him to choose the bandwidth for the streaming video. So we can start from 192 kilobits per second, and we have the lowest quality available for the video streaming. As you can see, we have a double compression for the video, better quality in the middle, and the lowest quality on the external part. Then till 300 kilobit we have the same double compression, and from 500 to 1 megabit we have the full screen at HD. On the right part of the interface, as you can see, we have the logo of the company, the credentials for the session, the server you are using. Then we have these 3 icons. These 3 icons are only available for the primary user. So you can tap on the first one to schedule a meeting. So you can choose the title for the session, enable the time slot for the link you are gonna create, then choose the role for the person who will join the session through that link, then enable, for example, the media download feature for the secondary users, enable an additional password for the link, start the session in privacy mode, create a unique link, and then after you choose all the fields you have the possibility to choose, you can copy the Kiber link to the clipboard and then share it through Teams, Skype, WhatsApp, whatever you prefer, or otherwise you can download directly the calendar file. So you can open up the event on your calendar, and as you can see, you have also to add the participants to the meeting. The link is ready to be used. Then the second icon you have the possibility to click if you are a primary user is the QR code for the session. So this QR code has the client code and session code of your session, and you can use it if you want to configure again the helmet or the Handcam to connect to that particular session. The third icon is the one that permits you to join a Teams call. We are gonna see this feature in another video tutorial, so you can find out more on that video. Below we have the settings with the audio management, so you can choose which microphone to use as a remote users. Then you can choose between 6 different languages, and the third part is the one for the configuration. You have already seen how to configure the devices in another video, so you can find out more on the video called How to Configure a Wi-Fi Network. Below the settings we have the connected tools. As you can see, there are some icons for the devices that can be connected to the session. So right now the active camera is the one for the helmet. Then we have the possibility to join the session with a smartphone or a tablet, and then we have the 3 icons for the handheld camera. As you can see, as a primary user, you have the possibility to click on these icons. So for example, if I click on the icon for the Handcam, I change the view from the helmet to the Handcam. So I change the active camera on the middle of the screen. Right now we are using the Handcam, and as you can see, the view is narrower than the helmet one, and you can focus on very little details. The second icon for the Handcam is the one that permits you to switch on the little torchlight in front of the Handcam. So if you need to focus on something in the dark, you can use this little torchlight on the handheld camera. If you tap again on the second icon, you can also enable the automatic mode for the handheld camera, so the torchlight will switch on automatically when the light is not enough. Then the third icon is the one for the thermal visor, so you're going to use the thermal sensor of the handheld camera to have some values for the temperature of the objects in front of the handheld camera. So as you can see, in the middle of the screen we have a green value that is the one for the object in front of the Handcam. Then on the right we have the highest value and lowest value of temperature recorded in the middle of the screen. If you use the same slider for the zoom, in this vision you can go on transparency, so you can see below the color code for the temperature. You can also choose to have only the values of temperature on the video streaming without any color in front of you. If we go back on the helmet, we can see also the icons on the top left of the screen. As you can see, we have the level of battery of the devices, green for the maximum level, yellow for the middle level, and then red when it's out of charge. Then the third icon is only visible for the primary user, and it's the icon that permits you to open up the file storage for the helmet and to upload some documentation. So for example, if you want to use the helmet in the offline mode, you can open up this file storage and then upload video, photo and PDF. When you finish uploading all the material, you can then close up this part and go back to the live streaming. This little square on the top left permits you to enable the privacy mode. So if you tap on it, you blur the video for all the participants from remote. So if you need to hide something because you invited some people external to your company, you can do it by blurring the video for everyone. Then the last icon permits you to boost the voice from the microphone of the field operator. We had this feature for the pandemic because sometimes with the mask on the face the voice was not clear enough. So we had the possibility to boost the voice of the microphone. Otherwise, if you don't want to interact with the field operator, you can also mute the microphone. So these are the main features of the Kiber Web Platform. If you need any support about the Wi-Fi configuration, the usage of the GlocalMe portable router, or joining a Microsoft Teams meeting, or setting up your Kiber kit, you can find out more on our video tutorials. Have a nice day!